Suddenly, a loud crash came from outside. Startled, Whiskers jumped and accidentally knocked over a chair. Crumpet, his curious ginger kitten companion, appeared at the doorway, his tail swishing back and forth. "Midnight snack again," he teased, a playful smile on his face. "Not me!" Whiskers hissed back, trying to look innocent. He couldn't let Crumpet know that he was going for the milk. It was their little secret. Or rather, it was his secret. Crumpet didn't like the milk. It was too cold. Then something caught Whiskers' eye. There were some small paw prints on the floor right next to the overturned chair. The prints led towards the back door, which was slightly ajar. Someone or something had been in the kitchen while they were asleep, lapping up the milk. But what? "Come see this Crumpet," he said, his voice low and serious. The ginger kitten followed, his playful mood forgotten. Outside, they found several splashes of milk near the garden. Crumpet sniffed the ground. "Do you smell that?" he asked, wrinkling his nose. "Milk and dog." A chill ran down Whiskers' spine. Could it be a ghost? A friendly ghost who liked milk? Crumpet rolled his eyes. "Don't be silly, Whiskers. Ghosts don't drink milk." He looked around. Whoever did this must have run off into the garden. And so the two cats began their investigation. First, they checked behind the shed. Maybe the culprit was hiding there. As Whiskers peered around the corner, he heard a faint noise, a small slurping sound. Could it be? Was the mystery solved already? He dashed out, almost knocking Crumpet over in his haste. The two cats raced across the lawn, following the sound. Suddenly, they stopped. In front of them sat a small hedgehog, its tiny pink tongue lapping up some milk. It looked up at the cats, startled. "Are you the one who's been drinking our milk?" Crumpet demanded. The hedgehog nodded shyly, then quickly resumed drinking. "Well, that's not very polite," Crumpet huffed. "We were drinking your milk first." The hedgehog stopped and looked up at them. "But I'm thirsty," it said in a tiny voice. "And there's plenty of milk for everyone," Crumpet suggested, but Whiskers wasn't convinced. This hedgehog seemed awfully suspicious. "You're up to something," he accused. The hedgehog gasped. "I am not! I just want some milk to quench my thirst," it replied innocently. Then it dipped its nose back into the pool of spilled milk. Whiskers and Crumpet exchanged glances. They had to find another explanation for the mysterious midnight drinker. Suddenly, an idea struck Whiskers. "Hey, why don't we play a game?" he suggested, trying to sound casual. "We'll pretend we're mice. You can try to catch us." The hedgehog's eyes lit up. "Really?" It squealed with delight. And before the cats knew it, they were being chased all around the garden. They ran past bushes and flowers, under trees and chairs, and even over the garden wall. All the while, the hedgehog followed closely, trying its best to catch them. It was surprisingly fast for such a small creature. Finally, exhausted, the cats collapsed on the grass. "I give up!" Crumpet panted. "You win!" added Whiskers, trying to catch his breath. The hedgehog stopped, its tongue lolling out. "Thank you for playing," it said, then took a big gulp of water from a nearby puddle. As it drank, something strange happened. Its prickly spines seemed to vanish. The cat stared in amazement. "What kind of magic is this?" Crumpet whispered. The hedgehog finished drinking, and suddenly, it wasn't a hedgehog at all. Standing in front of them was a small girl with rosy cheeks and hair the color of wheat. She giggled. "You almost got me! Whiskers and Crumpet!" Then she vanished. Just like that, the cats were left alone in the garden, more confused than ever. Who was that mysterious girl? And what was she doing in their garden at night? Suddenly, a familiar meow echoed through the trees. The neighbor's cat, Mittens, was slinking through the shadows. "Looking for some milk? Are you, Mittens?" Whiskers called out. The cat froze. Had she been caught? She slowly turned around and looked at the cats with wide eyes. I wasn't doing anything!" she stammered, trying to sound innocent. Oh, really? Crumpet asked. His eyes narrowed. Then why were you drinking from the milk carton last night? The cat's face fell. She had been caught. I couldn't help it, she whispered. The milk smelled so delicious, and I just couldn't resist. She hung her head in shame. So you've been coming into our house every night to drink our milk, Crumpet said, his voice shaking with anger. The cat nodded. That's enough. Whiskers interrupted. He was done playing games. Mittens, you're not welcome here. Now, get out. The cat hesitated, then slowly backed away. She glanced back at the house one last time, then disappeared into the darkness. Whiskers and Crumpet returned to the kitchen. They needed to do something about the milk. If they left it out, the neighbor's cat would just keep drinking it. We need to put it somewhere safe, Whiskers said. Somewhere she can't get to. Crumpet nodded. Like in the pantry, he suggested. She'll never think of looking there. So that's what they did. They carried the milk carton into the pantry and hid it on a high shelf. Then they went to bed. When they woke up the next morning, the first thing they did was check on the milk. It was still there, untouched. Mrs. Butterworth, their owner, must have put it back on the shelf during the night. I wonder if that cat will try to come in again tonight, Crumpet said, licking his paw. She won't get a chance, Whiskers replied. I'll guard the milk! As soon as the sun went down, Whiskers could feel his stomach rumbling. It was time for his midnight snack. He jumped under the counter and lapped up some milk, purring loudly. It was the best milk he had ever tasted. And as he drank, he couldn't help but smile. He had his milk back. And no sneaky cat, hedgehog, or ghost would ever take it away from him again. The end.